This one I very much remember. This next one was a skip the dishes order. $15 for 7 kilometers. Now, the cool part about Uber Eats and Skip the Dishes now is they're starting to factor in where you are located. So even though it was for 7 kilometers, that's 7 kilometers for me to be to the restaurant, to drive to the restaurant, from the restaurant's location to the customers. And this one was a brand new restaurant. So I was in the 10 area in Brossard. You would think that last night, because it was Father's Day, because it was the last day of Grand Prix weekend, because it was a 2.0x multiplier with Uber Eats, that I would have got some decent offers, but the answer was no. So I tried to go out and do some deliveries and make a video about it and engage with you guys. But honestly, I did one order and I came home because a 2.x on the South Shore means Jack, you know what? But now we are out today. Let's see. I am on, oh, that's compelling. All right, I could, oh, wait, no. That drop off is pretty far though. Okay, that's gone before I could do anything. The life of Instacart. Okay, where was I? So I'm actually on right now with Skip the Dishes, waiting to be matched with some orders. Now, Uber Eats and Skip the Dishes did push me some offers, but because it is expensive for gas everywhere around the world, I want to be smart about my choosing. So I'm not exactly, I don't have to go for $2 per kilometer, but if it's not averaging to about $1.50 per kilometer, I'm just not going to do that. So Skip pushed me 3, definitely getting docked on the acceptance rate with Skip the Dishes. I paused Uber Eats so that I can talk to you because otherwise they automatically like flood me. Now this is one that is interesting. I'm right next to this store, if you can see on my screen right now with Instacart, but it's a Boucherville drop-off. So 18 kilometers for $16 and no tip. Even though it's just go pick up the bag and drop it off, it is so not worth it for anybody to be doing offers like that with Instacart. And then these 2 locations are too far away. So now we're gonna resume with Uber. If anybody knows that new update with Uber, they have the little coffee cup icon. It's pretty awesome, so I can just pause when I want to. Never had it before. Luckily, so far, my dash cam is sticking to the dash. I found out what I need to do is blast the AC on the window first to help it stick, and now we're already heating up here in Montreal. I think it's like 23 degrees here. And so my game plan today, first of all, it's a gorgeous day. And you guys know how I feel about gorgeous days. I don't timestamp anything. So my dash cam just went off because the engine's off. See? Nope. Sorry, Uber, that's not gonna cut it. You know my philosophy when it comes to whole gorgeous days out there. I will try to do deliveries as long as possible so that I can make that money because everybody wants to. But if it's not feeding in, if it's not good as a part-timer, I have the option to just simply go home because I do have my full-time career. But when it comes down to it, I want to make that money. Now, if I had to say which one, sorry, that's not even $1 more. Nope. And that's 2 drop-offs. I also gotta say, my brother, okay, that was 2, not 3. Interesting. My brother started, okay, I've been matched. Let's pause this to see the match. Are we matched? Are we good? Oh yeah, we're matched. We're matched. All right, which one is this? Harvey's. Okay, I'm not far from the Harvey's. For that one, we're going to accept it. I'll go drive to the restaurant. That's not a bad deal. So as I was saying, my brother started doing gig work in the last couple of weeks. He's already done more deliveries than I have, and he's super proud of it. But he watches my videos now, and when he watches it and he sees that I decline certain orders that he would accept, it makes me laugh because now I get messages saying, "You knew, but why did you decline that offer?" And yeah, we're having a lot of fun with this. So right now I'm gonna have fun by going to the Harvey's, getting this customer their offer, dropping it off, and then we're gonna see what we're about. Now, what I plan on doing today is I plan on just doing straight up all my deliveries until I stop doing them. And then I'm gonna come back in and talk about how my day has been and give you guys the progress. The reason why is it's actually so much easier doing that compared to filming in between some days. And because it's already 12:27, I don't want to be very late in the game when it comes to getting my earnings. So I want to try to maximize things by shutting down the camera until I talk to you guys in the end So I'll catch back with you guys at the end, and we're going to go about the breakdown about these orders that I've been accepting here today. So where did we leave off last? Well, we left off with that Harvey's order for Skip the Dishes. So to catch you guys up, it is currently 3:03. My official last order ended at 2:50 p.m. and then I decided to drive around to find a spot to record so I can catch up with you guys. And luckily, I've had the dash cam in the mix all day today to catch some awesome footage. And guys, I'm really satisfied with today's outcome so far. Let me just turn that off because besides that clip, I don't really want anything else on it. So we had the 7:45 for about 3-something kilometers for Skip the Dishes. That one was Harvey's. I never expected this Harvey's to be so jam-packed. And it's a good thing I checked the numbers because my customer's order number was not the order that they gave me at first with Harvey's. So I had to get the lady to give me the proper order, and then I was on my way. Now, I had to mark things down on my notepad because I've done like at least 7 orders today. So the next one that came in was a Uber order. It was $8 for 4 kilometers. And now when I'm checking back, I'm trying to remember which restaurant was it, because I've just done so many, but I guess the B-roll footage will show you what restaurant that was. I'm honestly having troubles keeping up with things today. It's just been back to back to back. This one I very much remember. This next one was a Skip the Dishes order. $15 for 7 kilometers. Now, the cool part about Uber Eats and Skip the Dishes now is they're starting to factor in where you are located. So even though it was for 7 kilometers, that's 7 kilometers for me to be to the restaurant, to drive to the restaurant, from the restaurant's location to the customers. And this one was a brand new restaurant. So I was in the 10-30 area in Brossard. And I think the name of the restaurant was Kofu, if I remember right. I've never been there before. Super cute, beautiful layout. And when I get to the customer's location, first of all, this one was an alcohol order. So do I accept alcohol orders? Absolutely. And for something like this, $15, I always find people tip more when it comes to alcohol orders because I find they do more percentage-based tips. So $15 for 7 kilometers. I already know my brother would be proud of me for this order. He gives me a lot of flack about my orders. So on the way back, these last 2 ones were a tribute to my brother. Or there's more than 2 left, but anyways. I don't normally take these orders, but I think it was like 2 o'clock when this order came back in, and I'm already on Boulevard Taschereau on my way back. So I'm going to the restaurants, waiting for an order to come in, and I get $3.81 for, I think it's 2.8 kilometers for McDonald's. Now, the only reason why I took that order is the 2.8 is factoring where I was to the McDonald's, and the customer was right behind. So I love it when you get to the McDonald's, you can see your order on the counter and you just ask the person, can they pass it over, and you get it and you drop it off at the customer's locations. This one I think is a no tip order, obviously, for $3.81. I'll see when the tips come in. Not all tips have come in. Then this one was even closer, and I know, Kevin, if you're watching this video, you're gonna be happy about this one. $5, 1.4 kilometers, Uber Eats McDonald's order. So that one, same thing. This one was a large order. And so I was able to go in. I waited maybe 2 minutes and the order was done, and drop that one off on my customer's location. And then this very last one. So the funny part is as soon as I was doing that $5 for 1.4 kilometer order, I was right before the customer's house when this one for Uber Eats, $11 and change, I think it was, for like 4-point-something kilometers for Thai Express. Like, absolutely. There were moments where I hate going over the overpass, but for opportunities like that, yeah, I'll go over the overpass any day of the week because that's essentially $3 almost per kilometer. It's a huge Thai Express order. My problem with Uber Eats versus Skip the Dishes is with Skip the Dishes, I know they're not going to revoke the tip. With Uber Eats, there is a possibility. And I have closed them both, but I have my screen recording. A $5 batch at Michael's. It's not even worth it. Where's that dropping off to? No, that's past where I want to go. Because I'm going home after this, so that's not where I want to go. So basically on Uber Eats, we got $18.20. We've only gotten the 1 tip order inclusive, and out of these amount of batches, out of Uber, that was the 1. So I have 2 more Uber tips coming in. I closed Skip the Dishes, and they take forever to load on my phone, but it was like 22 something that I'm at with Skip the Dishes. Now, I'm gonna stamp it right here on the screen of how much I made for today's deliveries. However, from what I gathered, it's only been 2 hours, 25 minutes, and I've made $50. So I'll timestamp it to see the exact amount. Skip the Dishes, you're too long to load. But I am rather impressed because it's a Monday. It's a Monday. I started doing deliveries, what was it, 12:25 in the afternoon? So you truly do not expect to be making a lot of money when you're that much later in the afternoon. I was procrastinating today, chilling at home, you know, just doing my thing because it's my day off today. And I never thought that I would go out and, you know, make that money. You know, even if I would have had this gig work challenge, and for those that don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link the video up here for you to see. But even if I had the gig work challenge from last week, okay, I still wouldn't have won with 2.5 hours to do it $50, but I would have done a hell of a lot better than I did last Monday. I knew Mondays were better in my market. Last week was a fluke because of the sushi shawarma, which is still behind me, by the way. Took forever for that order. But today was just back to back to back deliveries. I was a lot more content too. I was like jamming in the car. Most of these deliveries, I am one for music, and yes, I like to dance in the car. And I was just laid back and enjoying things. I loved being able to capture the B-roll footage and not do the primary footage as much, which this is my primary footage, because it allowed me more time to just focus on the orders that come in, go and get them done. One of my subscribers always cherry picking. This video is definitely for you because I was cherry picking all my orders today, and I'm super proud that I did. And don't get me wrong, Skip the Dishes has taken an impact on my acceptance rate today because they gave me some crappy orders. I extended myself to 3 p.m. with them, and the third hour or second hour, it was just a fluke, so I got rid of it. But you do have to always cherry pick, especially when it comes to the time and age right now with everything that we're going on, because let's face it, it's a global recession going on right now, no matter where you're at. But hopefully when I look back at this and I see the stamp of how much I made, I'm hoping that averages out to like 22, 23 an hour, considering it's 2 hours and 25 minutes. So I guess in my market, I'm still saying it. I've said it weeks ago. Mondays are my new hot zones. For Friday nights, they're not really great. And even last night for Father's Day, a 2.0 multiplier with Uber Eats. Today, 1.1. But it's the tips. The tips truly make the difference. And I know customers hate when we bitch about the tips, but if they knew truly how much the base cost is that we make for these deliveries, it's unreal. I was thinking today I was gonna have to go to the city of Montreal to make deliveries today. And to be honest, I didn't want to. And yet I made just fine doing exactly what I'm doing. So yeah, that's my day today. I mean, I'm still kind of surprised. I didn't expect to make as much as I did, considering you guys see my videos and I just go straight into what I make. And I don't always make that much. That's why it's a part-time gig. But I mean, I'm happy. I'm super, super happy. I think the footage, and I have not seen the footage, hoping it comes back nice. My GoPro is mad at me because I used almost all of its batteries. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. But before I do so, at the beginning of this video, 2.5 hours ago, I mentioned that there was a Michael's order on Instacart. It was just a delivery bag. Guess what? That bag still sitting here. Still sitting here. I am very proud of the drivers here on the South Shore of Montreal who know for a fact you do not accept crappy orders like that for $16.92 for 18 kilometers when gas makes a huge difference. Even this one, it's not bad. I would totally take that offer, but it's going far from where I want to go because now that it's 3:12 p.m., first of all, I'm roasting in this car because it's like 25 degrees out here, not including the Humidex. I am going to go home, get my son from daycare, and wrap it up. But I thank you guys for tagging along. Thank you guys for everything you guys have seriously done. This channel is just doing amazing. And I will catch all of you lovelies in the next video.